Good morning, Flatiron folks, Flatiron faculty. I'm submitting the video walkthrough for my CLI data gem project. It's been quite a while that I've been working on this, and pretty pleased with what I have so far, although there still is room for improvement. But at this point, I think it's good enough to submit, and just kind of need to move on. So basically, the basic explanation here of what I've done, what I've built, is that I've got a, is that the right README? I could have sworn that I saved this. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, very good. My saves, my stuff is here. All right then. So basically, it in the description it says, "Hello and welcome to the CrossFit Wad Scraper." So I wanted something fitness related. Fitness is an interest area of mine, and what I decided to do was to scrape a series of daily workouts from the CrossFit website, and then to give, based on user input, to give further details on any of those 7 workouts from the previous 7 days. So that is, that is the, this is the website here that I scraped from. Okay, so each day has its own little prescription for the workout, and if I were to run it, I'm gonna just actually, since I'm already in my bin file, I can just run it from here by typing in the executable name, and okay, here we are. So the first question is, do you like to exercise? And let's just say, for argument's sake, yes. And so now we have the menu. All right, hello and welcome to the CrossFit WOD Scraper. Note, WOD stands for workout of the day, and here is a list of the previous week's WODs. Okay, so actually my grammar's a bit off there. I should change that to be weeks with apostrophe there. I'll fix that momentarily. So in any case, here is the here are the previous 7 days. So type a number from 1 to 7 for more information. Let's see what there was to do on Wednesday, since today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. It was a 2,000 meter row, a 1 mile run, followed by another 2,000 meter row. It sounds pretty awful. But then again, there are scaling options. So let's see what kind of, for the intermediate athlete, complete this workout as prescribed. Okay, so I guess if you're an intermediate athlete, you don't get any breaks. Beginners, though, you can row 1,500, row 800, and then, oh, I'm sorry, 1,500 meter row, 800 meter run, and then a 1,500 meter row. So the spacing could use some work here in terms of making this a bit more readable. But let's just verify really quick that this is in fact Wednesday's workout. So let's see here. Yes, there it is. It is the row, run, row workout. All right, let's see what else there is to be had within this menu. Would you like more information on another WOD? Yes, I would. And so let's see what today's workout is. Today is a series of heavy overhead squats for singles with the scaling listed afterward. All right, one more time. Let's see what else. Let's see what last Friday was. And it was a rest day. All right, very good. Would you like more information on another WOD? No. And because I say no, it then I have the CLI then say, see you tomorrow for more WODs. Okay. Now, one problem that I have found and I haven't yet addressed, partly because I've been working on this project since last April, and or since the end of April, and I just kind of need to move on and just call this version 1.0 and then tinker with it here and there. But if I go through the first question here and I answer no, I wanted to be kind of funny and say, well, if you don't like to exercise, perhaps you'd like to know that Culver's frozen custard flavor of the day is what. So I need to build another scraper object in order to scrape up that data, and I knew that. But an interesting error that I didn't expect was what happens when I go to exit this prompt. So if I press enter again, it then takes me to the, would you like more information on another WOD, assuming that that I actually wanted a workout. but I didn't, and I suspect that is in my, I know that's in my CLI controller logic. So if I go over here and take a look at that real quick, my call method, I'm gonna have to fix that. So like, for example, if input equals no, okay, and then okay, that's why, because it says get wads. I wonder if I can just take that out. List wads, get wads. I don't know. I don't want to tinker with it too much right now because I just kind of want to ship it and call this version 1.0 for now. But I know that I've got room for improvement. But a basic run through of my different objects here inside of my lib file. I've got basically 3 different kinds of objects that I've built, or 3 object classes rather. I have my workout of the day with the different attributes that I've assigned. Now, I really am only using the day and date and the description attributes. I have the URL in here, though I'm not using it for anything. In a future version, perhaps I'll use that as a link that the user can click on to take them directly to the website. But up until now, I haven't done anything with it. Now, here's my scraper. This was the hardest for me to figure out mainly because of this CSS selector was just pretty tough. My HTML has gotten rusty over the last couple of months because it's been so long since I've done much with it. But eventually I got there. I'm basically scraping up this series of HTML nodes, iterating through them, instantiating a new WAD object, and then assigning the values of each of those attributes to that WAD object defined by these different selectors in that found within these nodes. Then I save it to my add-all array, and then I call my add-all array on that particular object. So that's working pretty well. Pretty pleased with that. The one thing that I need to shape up would be this the CLI call controller, and I've got to do that. So anyway, the 2 main methods I have here, this list wads is acting as my menu. So this would be the first level of scraping, and then it pulls up those days and dates. And then I've got using each with index on this, so that's pretty nice. It gives a number value to each of the days and dates, which makes it less confusing because whatever day you use the program, it may not line exactly up with like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday kind of arrangement. Hey guys, I'm recording something, so you gotta be quiet. Okay, and then lastly, guys, you guys gotta be quiet. And so lastly, I've got the get wads method because, I'm sorry, this is functioning as my second level of scraping, where I'm basically accessing the description attribute and its value within that object, and so it seems to be working decently. I wouldn't say I'm entirely completely pleased with it, but for right now I think it's good enough, and I hope I can pass. If not, just let me know if there's anything for me to improve.